Okay, so we hear it everywhere we turn, right? AI is going to change everything. Jobs are going to disappear. Robots are taking over. But what if I told you there's another side to that story? A future where, get this, wrenches and robots actually work together.
Yeah, it's actually fascinating. We're seeing these two big trends happening at the same time, almost like opposite sides of the same coin, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you've got this massive push for digital skills. Everybody's got to learn to code. Everybody's working remotely. And that's all driven by AI, by automation. But then at the same time, there's this huge surge in demand for, believe it or not, skilled trades. The kind of jobs you can't do from a laptop.
Exactly, like ditch the keyboard, grab a toolbox kind of thing. And that's what we're really digging into today, this whole idea of like skilled trades making this unexpected comeback in the age of AI.
Yeah, and to really understand what's going on here, we're looking at this report. It's called AI, LLMs, and Changing Workforce Expectations. And it does a really good job, I think, of like breaking down these trends, looking at the data, and honestly, it had some pretty surprising takeaways.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like you're constantly hearing about like the metaverse and crypto and how everybody's going to be a digital nomad. And then you step outside and every other storefront has a help wanted sign and they're all looking for electricians, plumbers, you name it.
And this isn't just some like temporary blip. This report, it gets into why this is happening. And one of the biggest reasons is, well, the workforce is getting older, right? A lot of these skilled tradespeople, they're retiring, and there just aren't enough young people coming up to replace them.
So it's kind of like we're stuck between a rock and a hard hat here. We've got this increasing demand for skilled trades, but fewer people to actually do the work. And meanwhile, everybody's still chasing those digital dreams.
It's definitely a tricky situation. And the thing is, this isn't just a problem for, the construction industry or whatever. This shortage, it actually affects everyone. It has these ripple effects across the whole economy.
How so?
Well, think about it. If there aren't enough skilled tradespeople to go around, what happens? Everything takes longer, it costs more, you want to get your house renovated. Good luck finding a contractor who's available, and then be prepared to pay a premium.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. And it's not just renovations, right? It's everything. Like, we all need plumbers. We all need electricians. Our world basically grinds to a halt without them.
And this report actually put some numbers on this. Get this. There's a shortage of over 100,000 skilled trade workers in Australia alone. Just Australia. And it's not just them. This is happening in a lot of developed countries. It's a global thing.
100,000. Wow. Okay, so we've got this huge demand. We've got a shrinking supply of workers. Seems like a recipe for, well, disaster, maybe.
Yeah.
But, okay, before we all go enroll in welding school tomorrow, there's one big question we got to ask, right? What's the paycheck look like? Like, let's be real. Money talks. Right.
And that's actually where things get really, I think, interesting because there's this kind of, this idea that skilled trades, they're not as lucrative, right? Like you're not going to make as much money as if you went to university and got a fancy degree. But this report, it tells a different story.
Okay, so, yeah, how different are we talking? Give us the juicy details.
Well, they actually compared like average salaries for university grads versus skilled trades, and not just in one place, but across a bunch of countries. And get this, in a lot of cases, the tradespeople, they're actually out-earning the university grads.
Yeah.
And not by a little bit sometimes, by a lot.
Seriously, so it's not just about, like, filling these empty positions. It's actually a good, solid career move,
Yeah.
financially, I mean.
Totally. Like, for example, they were saying in Australia, a qualified electrician or plumber, someone like that, they can make over $120,000 a year. Easy.
Wait, hold up. Did you say $120,000 a year? For plumbing? Man, maybe I went into the wrong line of work. Okay, but seriously, that's wild. Is that, like, just Australia, though? Or is this happening in other places?
Oh, no, it's definitely not just Australia. They talk about North America, too, in the report. They were saying experienced electricians, plumbers, welders even, they're making a good living over there, too, like upwards of $80,000, something like that.
Wow. Okay, so even, like, places like the UK, where maybe salaries aren't quite as high overall,
Yeah.
are those skilled trades still, like, holding
Yes,
their own?
totally. They're still doing well, like definitely better than if you just had, a basic university degree and nothing else.
Okay, so this is seriously making me rethink my life choices right now.
Ah.
But, okay, let's not forget about the other side of money, right? Like, getting an education costs money, too. We hear all the time about how student loans are crushing people, right?
Yeah.
So, like, how does that factor into this whole thing?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's another thing this report really highlights. The difference in costs, it's huge. I mean, you go to university, you're probably going to rack up like tens of thousands of dollars in debt before you even start working.
Ugh, Yeah, you're already in the hole, and you haven't even gotten out of the starting gate.
Exactly. And that's if you even finish. But then you look at like trade schools, apprenticeships, stuff like that. It's way cheaper, so much cheaper. Sometimes it's even free.
So you're telling me I could be making more money? I don't have to start my career buried in debt. Okay, that's it. I'm officially switching teams.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Like, what's the path to success, really? The traditional way isn't the only way, and honestly, for a lot of people, it's like not even the best way anymore.
Man, I wish someone had told me that like 10 years ago. Okay, so we've covered that these jobs, they're in high demand, they pay really well, and you don't have to go broke getting qualified. But I feel like there's still this, I don't know, this idea that skilled trades are like kind of old-fashioned, you know?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely still like some old stereotypes hanging around out there. But the cool thing is, technology is actually changing the game for skilled trades in a big way.
Oh, really? So we're
Sorry.
not just talking like wrenches and hammers anymore. Tell me more about this.
Oh, there's so much more to it now. Think like computer-aided design, robotics, 3D printing even. And then there's all the like sustainable energy stuff, which is huge right now. It's
Mhm.
really amazing how much tech is involved.
Yeah.
It's not your grandpa's workshop anymore, that's for sure.
Wow, that's not what people usually picture when they think skilled trades. It's like the perfect combo of like brains and brawn. Right. Okay, so we've got high demand, great pay, you can get qualified without going broke, and there's all this cool new tech involved. Is there like a catch I'm missing here? This sounds almost too good to be true.
It does sound pretty great, doesn't it? But no, seriously, these opportunities are real, and as technology keeps changing, it's only going to get, more important.
Okay, so real talk, if these jobs are so great, why aren't more young people like banging down the doors to get into these fields? What's like the missing link here?
Honestly, I think it's all about how we see these jobs. Like, as a society, we need to start valuing these professions more. They're important.
Yeah. It's like we've all been brainwashed to think that if you don't have a 4-year degree, you're like doomed to work some dead-end job. And that's just like not true.
Exactly. Not even close. We need to get the word out. Like, start promoting skilled trades as a legit career path, a good career path that you can make a great living doing and that's actually, in demand. And honestly, I think that starts with schools. Like, guidance counselors, they need to be telling kids about these options.
Right. Like not everybody's cut out for college, and that's okay. Some people, they're just wired to like build things, work with their hands, you know? They need to see that there's another way to be successful. Seriously. It's like we need to like rebrand the whole thing. Ditch the greasy overall stereotype, right?
Yeah.
Show people how innovative it actually is, how much money you can make,
hmm
and how important it is to, keeping the world running.
It's so true. And it's not just about changing the image, right? Like, we need to actually make it easier for people to get into these fields,
Mm.
make locational training and apprenticeships, make those more accessible. Like, what if you could get paid to learn this stuff, get the experience, and get a paycheck at the same time?
Right. Sign me up. It's like the
Yeah.
best of both worlds, right? You're learning, you're earning, you're building a career. And honestly, maybe it's time we all like rethink what a successful career even means. Why is it always about like climbing the corporate ladder? These trades, they offer like real stability. You can master a craft. You actually create something, like with your own two hands. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. And it's rewarding, right? Like, you're using your skills, making a difference. It's not just a job. It's, you're contributing to something bigger.
Exactly. And let's be real, there's a certain like pride that comes with that, right? Knowing how to do something that not everyone can do. These aren't just jobs. They're trades. Skills that like you can't just download or automate. It takes real knowledge, real craftsmanship.
And that's not going away. Like, no matter what happens with AI, with automation, with all that, these are the kinds of jobs that are always going to be needed.
That's a really good point. Future-proof, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we wrap things up here, I think it's safe to say that we've uncovered like a hidden treasure in the job market, right?
Mm,
This whole world of opportunity that honestly most people don't even know about.
absolutely. And hopefully, like, after listening to this, people will, see skilled trades a little differently.
Yeah, for sure. So just to recap, the demand, it's through the roof. These jobs, they pay really well, often better than jobs that require a 4-year degree.
Mhm.
And, you can find a job that's secure, that's satisfying, that you can actually be proud of. Not bad.
Not
Yeah.
bad at all. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, maybe this is something I should look into, I say go for it. you might be surprised where it leads you.
I love that.
Yeah.
And hey, you never know. You might just find your dream job was a hammer and nails this whole time. We've put some links in the show notes if you're interested in learning more about different trades, apprenticeship programs, all that good stuff. So go check it out. But for now, that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for coming along with us as we explored the surprising resurgence of skilled trades. Catch you next time.